I've been meaning to make a video about these bass shakers that I've got on my sim rig now, but I needed to get it all perfected and kind of cleaned up. So it looks good. So now I've done that, got all the labels made and everything kind of looking a little pretty. So basically, I wanted to put bass shakers. A lot of people use the butt kicker, but I really wanted to have it where I have it at all four corners and one underneath the seat. So I got these bass shakers. You can see they're 4 ohm shakers. Was it BSC, whatever. They're fairly inexpensive. I got 5 for, I forget how much it was, but I'll put the link on the YouTube description. But basically, I've got one at the front left, one at the rear left, and then on the right side as well. So you can see the one down there. And then there's one on the other side of the seat. And then there's also one underneath the seat, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, right there. So the one underneath the seat has a piece of plywood wedged between it and the actual foam of the seat, so that it really, you feel it going right through the bottom of the seat for the center one. So that one I'm doing like engine RPM, gear shifts, stuff like that. Now the ones on the sides are obviously going to be for front left, front right, rear left, and rear right. Now the cool thing is I made these brackets. Okay, so I made these brackets to stiffen up the frame, and I mounted the shaker right to the bracket and to the bottom of the frame there. And the cool thing is that I feel it in my feet, but also it does resonate up into the steering wheel a little bit through this as well. So, you know, you really feel it from the fronts, and then for the ones in the rear, you really feel it because it's going directly into the seat through this seat mounting portion right there. Now, I'm just gonna sit down so I can show you the amps. Sorry for my creaky seat. So I got 3 amps, okay? These are all from Amazon. They were all really inexpensive. I'm sure you've seen these in other reviews. Basically, the reason why I used these amps, these ones right here, the one that says rear, that is a 2-channel, 100, 100 watts per channel. The middle one there with the knob on the top is a 50 watts per channel, and that's for the one under the seat. And then there's one at the front there that is also that 2 channels, 100 watts each. Now, these pump out more than enough that I have them actually turned down. So I don't have these at max volume. If I have them at max volume, they get really intense, and also they start to run a little warm, and the shakers themselves start to run a little warm. But right now I have them probably at like 75%, just volume, and they work great. Now, the cool thing about these is there's multiple ways to connect them. So you can see that right now it's blinking. It's connected actually with a USB. You can also connect these with an AUX cord or through Bluetooth. I tried to use it through Bluetooth, but there's a huge delay, so that's not really going to work. But the thing is that I'm sure you've read, or maybe you've read into, that you need multiple sound cards in your computer to run multiple amps. Well, these have sound cards built into them. So basically, just plugging in your USB cord means it will work. You don't need extra sound cards to get these to operate. So I'm using SimHub that you can see here. And with SimHub, I basically was able to turn on the 3 amps. So you plug them in through USB, they all show right here, and you can turn them on and then also customize exactly what they are doing. So SimHub is great. You can download it for free or give them like, you know, a few dollars and get the licensed edition. But as you can see here, you can do things like, obviously I messed that one up. You can turn things on, right? I only have 2 channels per amp, so 1 and 2. So this one here is for the front, so you can see road vibration on and stuff like that. So through SimHub, you can customize what each amp is doing and what each channel each amp is doing. And then for full customization, you go to Effects Profile and you go to things like, you know, road impacts, and you can adjust frequency and stuff like that. You can also test it. So you can kind of hear it there vibrating. You can even see the mouse moving as it goes. Okay, those are for the fronts, and then there's the rears. So you can kind of hear it there and hear it there. So
you can really do a lot of adjustment. I really need to start messing around with this, but you can, like I said, you can change the frequency so it feels different and everything. The other cool thing about SimHub is that you can actually change the profile. So this here is for my Assetto Corsa profile, but if I go Profiles Manager, switch to the Codemasters F1 2019, I can make a different profile for the F1 cars. Okay, so basically, really doing it this way, using SimHub works great. You can get it for free, or you can pay them like, less than $10 and get their licensed version, which is great because, it goes to the people that designed it. Each of these amps were about $50 Canadian each. I got a 3-pack of the 10-foot long USB cables for, I think it was $10 Canadian for the 3-pack. The wiring that I used for all of this I had it, so it cost me nothing. And the bass shakers, these shakers cost me, for 5 of them, I think it was about $300 Canadian. So I got a pretty good deal. So overall, not too bad, but the experience that it creates or how it feels is absolutely amazing. Like, it's totally worth it. The butt kickers are pretty cool, but it's only one. I think having the 4 or 5, tactile transducers at each corner is unbeatable. So anyways, I hope this all kind of makes sense. And if you need more detail on anything, please leave it down in the comments. But definitely, if you're thinking about getting these bass shakers, go for it. Whether it be like the Dayton ones or whatever, going for the bigger and the ones at all 4 corners and one under the seat is ideal and amazing. So give it a try.